Hello. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, when you weren't there,
Yeah, I wasn't there yet. I just came on.
It's okay, not a problem. Let me go back. I saw that you sent me stuff, so let me go find that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is for ECED.
Yeah, the 3:30. Yes.
Great. All right. So what are we doing today? Parent newsletter.
Yeah, that one.
You had to write it?
I have to create it.
Okay.
It's the Word document one, the Google Doc one. I have to make two pages, back and front,
Okay.
and it's for like the preschool age.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Prepare a parent's newsletter. Language development. Observe several examples of parents' newsletters. Get to know. Design. Create your own template. Do not copy any templates. Focus on children in classroom context. Audience. Be specific, write format that will target accessibility by parents and preschool children. Purpose. To hone skills to develop a parent's newsletter that describes how classroom curriculum and activities support language development of preschool children. Okay. To communicate with parents, development of their children's language, development at home, at school, and the community activities to develop a parent newsletter that's designed.
I have to make it on my own, but it has to be like in that format of like the little format is telling you how to make the parents newsletter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang on for a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look at the other pictures.
The other thing was just the syllabus of all the assignments I had.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Good. Okay. Big thing, targeted audience. Oh, no, content. Okay. Okay. 50 points. 50 points. All right.
The 50 points from these 4.4 point if I get that full on. The 4 targeted points in the rubric for those.
Okay. Measure the syllabus. That's really interesting here.
For this class, I don't get an example of what how the assignment is supposed to look. Just have the rubric for it.
You don't have an example, or you do?
No example. So I have to search for it online myself.
And you can't copy. Right.
Yes. Just like maybe see how it looks and then create my own. and it's on language development.
Okay. Did you take a look?
I kind of did, but like I don't really know how should I create one because
And did she show you any?
she showed me how she like be searching for it on the internet of it.
Yeah.
It's just this this assignment I can be just make sure it's 2 pages. If it's not 2 pages and it's like the how many inches of the 1 inch or something, that little spacing,
Uh-huh.
it's also part of it. Like how much inch in between the words and the page on the sides is also
Yeah.
part of it. Yeah. For this one, it's just like I don't know how I should like make the activity, the newsletter, the assignment, because this one is kind of hard.
Okay, so this newsletter is going to talk about directed to the parents, and it's going to be discussing an activity that you're doing in class, right?
Yes.
And the activity needs to be about language development. Is that it? Yeah, children's.
The activity that support the language development. Yes.
Okay. Language development, preschool children. Okay. So you have to have an idea. You have an idea for a language development thing you'd be working on in class, kids?
Um, I th I think for those activities, it would most likely be like reading to the children,
What about vocabulary?
and maybe include some vocabulary words that they can practice at home, or like
Okay.
would spelling words be considered language?
I have no idea. I'm sure vocabulary would. I'm sure reading would. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if do they do phonics, phonetics?
Yeah, I think they'd be doing that too, but
But you're just picking. I mean, I assume there's like a bunch of these during the school year. It's not just one, right?
for me, I just need to make one, just like
Yeah, for class.
yeah,
But
for
if
this
it's real life.
Yeah, I know you make money like maybe like every month or like every few weeks or something.
So this is just going to be one activity, right?
I think in the newsletter it can include 1 or 2 activities.
Okay. But it's not like a whole season. It's 1 or 2.
Yeah, maybe like a week. This a newsletter might be like a weekly one or something, or one of the
Maybe monthly.
weekly or monthly ones. One of those. Yeah.
Realistically, there's no way you do it every week.
Yeah.
Okay. So it seems like the first thing is you definitely have to think of an activity.
Yeah. I, yeah, and then I'm not sure what. Yeah.
Learning how to read some particular thing, or developing a certain kind of vocabulary, or pronunciation.
I think
Working on something like that.
yeah, it would be like the pronunciating and maybe like reading a book, maybe.
Okay.
Those would be
Reading a book seems kind of broad, kind of big.
like maybe the book is like related to the topic of what they're learning in class.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the topic?
Topic. And this has to be language development.
Language development. Recognizing silent letters. I'm just making that up. I think this is too advanced, but Recognizing root words. Why don't you look up on the internet? Both can do this. Language development for preschoolers.
Actually, mostly like a bunch of reading and maybe singing songs, and there's some like arts and crafts-ish stuff with like playing Play-Doh and speaking the ABCs.
Okay, ABCs, that's good. For preschoolers.
Or like playing a I Spy game with maybe some letters, and then they find something that starts with that letter in the classroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at something that says storytelling, avoiding baby talk, reciting nursery rhymes, understanding new vocabulary, learning songs and rhymes, singing a song, actively listening to your child, reading to them, speaking skills, talking together, trying to imitate simple words. So those are all possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Telling stories might be nice.
Telling stories.
Or describing emotions.
Mm-hmm.
How old is your preschooler?
I think these preschoolers are like the 3 to 4 age. I think they're around there.
Okay.
Yeah. 3, 4 years old.
Okay, so 4 activities that can be used to develop children's spoken language: repetitive chanting, reading, writing, or hearing of rhymes. You could do something with rhymes. That's a good example. Good thing.
Right. So then it's just like I have to for this newsletter. It seems like there might be some activities that we're doing in class, and for them to do at home, right? Something like that.
Exactly. Yes.
So
So you could say, for example, we're going to be working on first you explain why rhyming, being able to rhyme, is important for language development. That would be the first thing you'd say. And then you talk about the activities how you're going to work on that for the next few weeks. And here are a couple activities that you're going to do, and that parents can help them do at home.
Okay.
I think the rhyming is a good one, actually.
Rhyming? Okay.
Yeah. Kind of fun. Then, of course, you have to find 1 or 2 activities.
Yes.
So in this newsletter, I'd start out, we'll pretend it's the beginning of the year, and you can introduce yourself and say how you're going to be sending out a newsletter once a month, telling parents, what you're doing in school, their kids are going to do in school for language development.
Yes.
And then you could say, the first thing we're going to do is working on rhyming. Then you have to explain why rhyming is important for language. So you have to give that introduction.
Okay.
Then you have to come up with 1 or 2 activities. Say, and you're going to explain how often you're going to do these activities. And for how long a period of time, one time. So how many times during the week and how long each time. Explain how the activity is going to work, and then talk about how parents can also do these activities. Then you also in there you have to talk about what objective you're hoping to reach. What are you trying to accomplish with this rhyming activity?
So I need to create an objective for this in this little newsletter too.
You need what?
Like create a objective and then
yeah, I think so. For what? Why? Okay, why are you doing rhyming and what do you want to achieve? What's your objective?
Okay. So this newsletter might be like created like a for a month.
You know, I'm a little fuzzy on that. I just can't imagine doing more than one a month.
I might like yeah, that might be for this one I need to like you mentioned I might put some vocab in there.
Yeah.
Because this has to be so-called 2-page. Back,
Yeah.
front and back. 2-page, that kind.
Yeah, you probably if you're gonna do 2 activities, you'll have 2 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got the introduction, how talking about the newsletter in general, how often you're sending it out, why you're sending it out, that's a general thing. Yeah. And then talk about how this is the rhyming is the first thing you're going to work on and why rhyming is important. So that's your second paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
And then you actually have to talk about the activities, what activities you're going to do in class, and how they can do those so they can help their preschoolers at home, same activities. So that is at least paragraph 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So back where you said why rhyming is important, somewhere in there you're going to have to say what your objective is and how the parents will know if you and they have achieved their objective. So there's got to be some paragraph about objectives.
Okay.
I would avoid mixing in vocabulary here because I think you're putting in different things together. And I think this should just be about rhyming. You should have enough. And if you don't, come up with a third activity. That's how I think you'd be better off doing it that way.
Okay.
And then you also want to remind parents how they can reach you.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to discuss this at all.
What those little objectives and about the active like would that be in paragraphs or in squares with the information?
Say that one more time.
With the stuff I put in the paper, the introing myself and say how many times I would send the forms out.
They're all paragraphs.
Paragraphs?
Yeah, the only thing I might not put in a paragraph for is the actual steps on what you're doing in each of the activities. You might do that as a bullet point sort of thing. I don't know.
It seems like the way you describe it seems like it's maybe more than 2 in a bit.
Hey, say it one more time.
It sounds like the way we have it, like the way you saying it, it may seem more than 2 pages. The way you're describing it.
Might be.
It seems like it might be 3 pages.
Yeah, okay. But you really have to stick to 2, is that the deal?
Yeah, it has 2 pages, back and front.
What you'll do is you'll either, if it's too short, you'll add an activity. If it's too long, subtract an activity. No one said how many activities you have to have.
It just said activities. Yes, activities.
Yeah. So that's what I would expand or contract.
Mm-hmm.
So if ideally, I think 2 would be nice.
Two for the
That's
school
fine.
and
Say what?
the activities would be for more of the in the classroom than in for the parents, right? Or is it like
Well, I don't know. I think that these activities, yes, for the classroom, but they should also be able to transfer to the parents so they can reinforce what you're doing in class.
so it's like an activity where they can do at home too?
Yes, that's how I see it.
Okay.
You want to get the parents involved.
Okay. Okay.
And even with objectives, so I could see you talking about why rhyming is important and what your objective is in getting them to be able to rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, I would go back to objectives and talk about how the parents would know if you achieved or if they achieved their objectives.
If they achieve the objectives.
Yeah. So the first time you mention objective, here's what we want. Here's why we're doing this. This is what we're hoping for. And then, parents, here's how you know if you achieved your objective. The end.
Okay.
That's probably how you'd end it, except for maybe you'd say, any questions, call me at blah, 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 whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The objectives will be toward the end.
Not so. Did we achieve?
Yeah. That achievement of the objectives at the end.
What are the objectives would be at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Did we achieve our objective would be at the end. Or how do we know if we achieved our objective?
Okay.
It shouldn't be hard to find rhyming activities.
Mm-hmm.
However number you need.
Yes, rhyming
One
activities.
or 2 or 3. It shouldn't be that hard.
The rhyming activities.
And rhyming something parents should be able to handle too.
Yeah.
Because they read nursery rhymes to their kids, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe like with puzzles or games with the rhyming.
Yeah. Recordings, singing together, reciting little poetry, that kind of thing.
Yes.
They can help the parent write a poem. Parent leaves the last word off, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. The
What do you think? Is this making more sense?
a little bit. mm,
What do you think you'll quit? It's about
It's yeah, it's like what you talked about and stuff is what my professor would want in it.
yeah.
I can share you the guide. I found it.
Okay. Are you doing that?
Yeah, yeah.
Go back.
Uh, it should be coming.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Here we go. Letter serve. So you're going to actually newsletter.
Yeah, these are questions to like help with the creating it.
Yeah, because you'll in the newsletter want to talk about why getting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why you're sending out this newsletter. Okay, so she's not giving you children's activities for the week or month, upcoming events, children's achievements, requests for parent volunteers. Okay, yeah. So the temptation here is going to be to put stuff everything is stuff.
Yeah, the way in the number 2, it seems like a lot of stuff you can group.
It is.
And then they
make
make more than 2 pages.
Because think about that. No one will read it.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you put too many words on a page, no one will read it. You also need white space.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because otherwise no one will read it.
Yes.
Bit too wordy. Don't, yeah, not overcrowded text. Are you going to have images or no?
I might.
Don't have too many.
Yeah.
Less is more, always.
Yes.
Careful of the colors. Don't make it too eye-popping. A little eye-popping is good. You want to take it very easy.
Yes.
Otherwise, people get overwhelmed. You're gonna make sure they can contact you. Information, that's for sure. Feedback, yeah. Are you going to send it out to? Are you going to show a colleague?
I think for that one we will do that. That
in class,
showing our classmates it because there's also part of.
Yeah, I mean you could show me, but your classmates will understand that.
Yeah, yeah. It's also part of the thing because we have to bring it to class on the 20th. I think that one was
20th of March? Or?
Yeah, March 20.
Okay.
That's to class, and then the paper turn in is on the 22nd on a Friday.
Okay. I think we have and looking at this, I think we have a good start, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do for the next time we can talk about this is I need to see some activities.
Yeah, I need to find the activities. Yes. Yeah, find the
I
activities.
think we got a lot of stuff you're going to need to put in there.
And
I think you're right. I think the bigger problem is how not to put too much in.
yeah, if I put too much, then it will be more than 2, and this is not right.
Yeah, no, and you can't be more than 2, and you can't make the 2 pages you have over forever.
Yes.
So you just have to cut if that's the case.
Yeah, if it's too crowded, you need to cut stuff out.
Yeah, because parents won't read it.
Yeah.
Too long, didn't read.
Yeah.
And in that case, yes, you will use bullet. I think it's mostly in paragraphs, but you will use.
But not that many sentences in each.
Say what?
Not that many sentences in the paragraph.
Don't make your paragraphs too long either.
Yes. Maybe like 3 or 4 sentences.
Yes, at most.
3, 4 sentences.
And not too many design elements. Occasional design element or pop color, that's good, but not too much.
But if I do it on a Google Doc, it's kind of hard to include color and stuff, or those little things on the side and stuff. Or like,
I don't know. I'm not sure. I would think you can.
Because I so-called my class, we can use different kind of websites, even Google Slides to create it. Yeah, can create it on Google Slides or on a website that like mix all kinds of template to make, but like can't copy the template.
Okay. Yeah. I think this will be fun, really. I don't think this will be hard for you.
It's just like creating it, like, and then putting it together sounds hard for this activity.
Yeah, but I think you got it. And look at this guy. It's impressive. Sometimes I don't see this. She's got a lot of white space. Sentences aren't too long. Numbers. I think that's good. A little bit of boldface, but not everything. So this is how she wanted to give you a nice example here. That is pretty good. So often I see people just, put everything together, no paragraph breaks. It's very overwhelming. Just keep that in mind.
Yes.
So when am I going to see more of this?
Let's see. Because let's see. I think for maybe next week again, but hopefully I find some activities over the weekend and stuff.
Yeah,
and start creating that.
Even if you find 2, that would be great.
Because I think next week I'll find some activities and then try to start adding it to a document or something.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe next week.
I think that's the only hard part. I don't think the rest of it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, just finding this stuff and then creating.
Yes. I think you're fine. You got a long time too.
Yeah. That's also part of it.
Okay, so you understand better now, right?
Yeah, I think I got an idea of how I should have it now.
What you should have, yeah.
Yeah, just find the activities maybe first, and then start putting it. Try to put it together. That's what I would do.
Because I think the rest of it,
Yeah, just like typing it out. Just find the activities, idea of activities to do.
Yeah, how do you describe the activities? I think that'll be the tricky part.
Yeah. And then when describing it, not too many words, right? For the activity.
Right. Well, no, the words you need. But you want to make sure it's clear, so you may need more words, but don't just go on and on. Don't say it twice, you can say it once.
Okay.
Want to make it clear. And that's why you'll be breaking into steps too. Either numbers or bullets.
Yes.
White space between the bullets, between the numbers.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll see you on Monday, or no, Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
I'll see you on Wednesday.
Yes.
All right, good. Good luck. I don't think you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, it's just like creating it and then finding the activities at the
And I
moment.
think rhyming is a good way to go too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, dear. I'll see you on Monday, Wednesday then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. See you Wednesday.
All right. You take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, done. It's 1 for